Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're back at this house flip again. We saw it last week, but that was before it's staged. Now it is staged, and you can tell me if you prefer them staged or not staged. I think it looks way better on most houses. Don't know why I was looking at that tree like that, but anyway, we can see what it looked like before and then what it looked like after. Now, we've also had a little bit of drama issues with our contractor on this property, so we'll talk about those issues too, and if any of those got resolved or not. So here's what the house looked like beforehand, and it's very small. It's like under 700 square feet, so very small house, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. But, you know, some people need starter homes, small homes, so these can actually be some of our better flips we do because they're smaller, take less money, less work. So here's what it looked like before. And it did have a tiny kitchen too, but we redid the kitchen, refinished the floors, painted, added fixtures. I think we put a roof on this one as well, and paid $195,000 for this property. It's now listed at $295,000, I believe. So it should be a decent flip and should sell fairly quickly. In fact, we already have some showing feedback that people are very interested in it, so that's good. So here's what it looks like afterwards with staging, and this cost us about, I think it's like $1,300 for 30 days. It varies depending on the size of the house and how much staging you use. This is kind of their low-end package because it's such a small house. And you can see one of the issues we had was paint on the floor that our contractors got on there, an old rusty vent that they didn't replace, which we always ask them to point out things to us, and then a bunch of stuff they left in the garage. So we'd brought these contractors back multiple times to clean up siding in the yard and different stuff they'd left as a mess. I was adjusting my filming here. I think this is about what it looks like in real life. I had it at ultra zoom, then there's regular. I think this 0.8% zoom or whatever it is about what it looks like in real life. So I might try and start using that more often in my film. But we'd ask these contractors to come back, do this stuff, and they still, left a bunch of stuff in the garage. Well, they have access to our shop that has tons of materials. It's like a mile and a half away. And I wish we could have put a door or something up here, but there just wasn't room. It stuck out too far. And so they have a place to put these things. They had a roll-off dumpster here for trash. And we have annual meetings with our contractors, aside from talking to them all the time during the job progress. And in those annual meetings, one of the things we talk about all the time is if you see something wrong, dangerous, it looks ugly, trash, etc., tell us, let us know. And it's simple, easy stuff. Go ahead and fix it. You can charge us for it, whatever you want. Not a big deal. Well, like I said, there's that rusty vent in that bathroom. There was tons of trash in the garage. We'll show you here in a second. And just simple, easy stuff that they could do. And it make our lives so much easier if that got done right away. We didn't have to keep asking over and over again to have that stuff done. Well, you may notice I talk about my contractors quite a bit in my videos and talk about some of the things they do and don't do. And they actually do watch my videos, most of them. And unfortunately, one of the ways I can often get their attention and get some of these things fixed is by calling them out in videos. Now, obviously they don't like it, but sometimes that's the only way I can get stuff done. So after I shot this video, the first one, I was curious to come back and see if it looked a lot different or if they'd fix any of those issues like the paint or the rusty vent. Now, they did not fix the rusty vent. It's still there. I can't remember if I showed it up close or not. I may not. Oh yeah, here we go. And some people have been telling me on social media and YouTube, well, you didn't tell them to fix the rusty vent. I can't go through a remodel and tell them to replace and fix every single little thing. Not to mention during a remodel, there's lots of things you uncover during it. If you're taking floors up or kitchens out, demo, nobody can know every little thing that needs to be done before a property is demoed. So that's just simply unrealistic to think that every single thing has to be pointed out and written down and put in a scope of work. It's just impossible on a demo like this. You're going to run into things you didn't see, you don't know about, you missed. That's just how it works. And if you see those things, you've got to point them out to us and let us know, or just take care of them, honestly. So here's the garage and what it looked like before. And it wasn't just a few things. It was a lot of stuff left in there. And this is a house that's supposed to be ready to sell. So that's one of the issues we had. And then like I said, we have a shop to put those things in. It's a tiny dishwasher that doesn't fit in this house anymore. The sink doesn't go in this house anymore. That counter is useless at this house anymore. We have places for them if we think they're good and can keep them, or the dumpster was here, like I said before, although the dumpster is no longer here. It's gone. So I was curious to see if they had emptied out the garage after this as well, because that would be a fairly easy thing to do, although the vent would be a fairly easy thing to do too, and we know they didn't do that. But coming back here the next day, we did open up the garage and we're able to see that, yes, oh my God, they actually did clean out the garage. So that was good to see, a good sign. But it's still something I shouldn't have to point out in a video or go back to tell them. They've worked with us for years. We talk about it in meetings all the time. And these particular contractors have been complaining to us all the time too that they're not getting as much work. And we've pointed out to them, hey, we give the most work to the contractors who are doing the best job for us, the fastest job for us, listening to us the most. And if you guys continue not to listen to us and not do a good job, then we're going to give work to our other contractors who are doing that. And we have another crew who's just doing awesome, clean up after themselves, ask us questions if there's concerns about things or they find different things, and they're really fast. So they've been getting the majority of our jobs, and we might even delay doing a job, especially big jobs, so we can get that other crew on stuff because we know it'll go so much smoother and so much better. Let me know what you think about the staging or not staging. I used to always be a proponent of not staging, but part of that was because it takes work and time and money to do it. And now with another staging company doing it and being fairly affordable, that's not as much of an issue as it was before. You might remember Nikki was doing staging for a while and she liked it okay, but the reason she quit was just the moving of furniture, the storage of furniture. It just wasn't worthwhile unless you've got a big operation going and can do lots of jobs at once. So let me know what you think. We'll see how the contractor issue progresses, but we do have multiple contractors we use. We're not tied to just one person or one company. So we do have options. And then, we'll have more videos on our other flips. We've got a couple other ones that are almost ready to go. Of course, we'll have more information on the laundromat, see how they did over the holiday season. And then we'll have other business updates, commercial property updates, and lots of other cool and interesting stuff coming up here soon. So hope everyone had an awesome new year. We'll see what 2024 holds for us in real estate and other adventures. And we'll be back soon.